I'm Chris Kubal. Here's a look at your local 5 weather impact forecast. We have a weather impact alert for Wednesday and Thursday. We're tracking severe thunderstorms. Let's talk about the first window, 4 to 10 o'clock on Wednesday for severe thunderstorms to develop, especially over the eastern half of the state, with all storm threats being possible. There's actually a secondary little kick of energy too as we go deeper in the overnight and early on Thursday morning. But this is going to come at us in a couple of waves. Some initial development over eastern Iowa through the late afternoon and evening. A few storms arriving from the south and west in the later stages of the evening. And then we go early Thursday morning. There's going to be a cluster of storms right around the sunrise time frame. The best chance after 4 o'clock is going to be the eastern half of the state, I-35 and eastward. Then the best chance later in the night is going to arrive from the west, and that's why that level 2 extends way out to the west for Wednesday into Wednesday night. We have all threats being noted here. I think hail is going to be top of mind, tornadoes and winds to follow, and then too much rainfall. We're a little waterlogged as of late, so if we see persistent heavy rains, that too could become a bit of an issue. Here's Futurecast, and rather lackluster as we go into Wednesday morning, but still some showers, gentle rumbles possible earlier in the day. We will get a chance to dry things out, get a bit of a break. You see the wind shift back to the west. That's cold front. We are going to be expecting some redevelopment, especially out over eastern Iowa, as I mentioned, late afternoon into the evening. And then that next little kick arriving from the south and east. So you see, east of I-35 has the best chance to be seeing that strong to severe storm action. Then that next cluster into early Thursday. We'll take a break from that and revisit. We will be tracking some additional activity going into Thursday afternoon. Level 2 and level 3 risks across the state, but the best chance for severe storms in the afternoon and early evening to be along this cold front and points to the south. A window of about 1 to 6 o'clock, but that may even be more limited than that range. Here's Futurecast. We go back. That morning cluster pushing through and off to the east. There is signal that either that cluster gets strengthened or a secondary round reorganizes and pushes to the east. Again, it's out of here before the evening time frame, so a very narrow window as we track that one. 72 degrees tonight with our overnight low, and then 89 for Wednesday. We're going to be hot and humid once again. Those temperatures mid and upper 80s, close to 90 degrees across central Iowa. Then we're going to feel the relief. Once the last of the storm's exits on Thursday, we're going to see that kick of drier air pushing in, and eventually the temperatures are going to drop as well. Still holding on to some 80s as we go into the weekend, Friday into Saturday, but then we trend on the cooler side Sunday into early next week, and it is conceivable that we're back into the low to mid 70s for highs on Sunday and Monday. As we go through next week, temperatures do start to bounce back. We'll have some periodic rain chances in there as well. Another time frame to watch for thunderstorms will be in the middle of the day on Saturday.